Hello, this will be a short tutorial on the HIVE AV app. I'm going to go over how to set up the networks that you can connect to the HIVE Touch, how to install the ADB utility, and how to run the emulation part of that. So let's start with just finding out the IP address of your device or changing it if you need to. From the touch panel, you should be able to navigate to settings here, or you can swipe down, I think, and get to the Android settings the other way. From settings, you should be able to go to Ethernet, and you can see here I have my IP address. Yours might be set to DHCP, it might be set to static instead of DHCP. If so, just get the IP address, and either you'll have to make sure your laptop is on the same range as your HIVE Touch, or the HIVE Touch is on the same range as your laptop. So here I'm good with that address, and I'm going to go to Windows to show you how to change the IP address of your laptop if you need to match that range that's on your touch panel. You'll go to Control Panel, Network and Internet, and then just click on Network and Connection Sharing, Ethernet, Properties, TCP, IP, v4. And here, if you needed to, you would set your laptop to the same static range as your device. And say, give yourself an address just in the same range. You may or may not have to put in the gateway. If you are going to put one, just put a 1 and then hit OK. But I'm already at DHCP, so we don't need to do that. All right, so you should have downloaded this ADB utility. Just unzip it, and it should look like this. This unzip file folder and all needs to go onto your C drive, and make sure that you have a name that you're going to be able to call later. ADB utility is fine. ADB is fine as well. So that. And this basically is the install, just unzipping it and putting it on your C drive. Next, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to connect to the panel through ADB, and ADB stands for Android Debug. It's a tool that's open source, and it's very useful for Android devices. And here we're going to use it to connect to our HIVE Touch and then emulate what's going on there, so it's easier to set up and make changes. So once we have it installed onto your C drive, then you're going to need a terminal program to connect to it. You can use the console that comes with Windows by typing CMD, but be sure to right click and hit Run as Administrator. Once you have this open, we'll need to change directories so that we can get into this folder. You can see here, I'm just going to copy this, and this should be in that README file that comes with your stuff. All right, and this is where you're going to need that IP address of your touch panel, and you're going to type in this ADB exe connect and then the IP address right in there. You can see it. I'm already connected, but if I wasn't, then actually. Try it again. And that's how you kill the server if you're already connected. So okay, so now we're connected. And now that we're connected, we're going to run the actual utility. And this also could just be run straight from that folder because there's nothing else after that needs to happen. But I'm just going to run it all inside here. And then you can see we have our window and on our desktop. For the HIVE Touch. And this, just so you know, this other method that can be also used to connect to it. I'll just kill the server again so you can see this. This is called Visual Studio Code. I like this because I can keep my 3 lines that I need to run the utility right here, and then just come down here and change directory, and then connect, and then run the Scrappy, right? So I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm connected, and gonna run Scrappy. There's no real advantage to doing it either way. I don't have to put this into administrative mode in order to run this, unlike the command prompt with Windows. This is already in a PowerShell. So